Hello everyone, this is Tanya Thompson from fitroflow.com and I'm so excited to start this beginners program with you. I'm going to teach you the most amazing movement principles so that you can understand your body better when it moves. And then from here, we're just going to continue to grow, make the classes really interesting and innovative. We're going to look at toning the arms, toning the legs, working the abdominals, getting stronger backs, getting stronger hips, feeling stronger in our shoulders, and really releasing tension in our body throughout. The whole point of this is really to age for longevity and not to age in a process where we're actually breaking our joints down because of the type of exercise that we've chosen to do. So I hope that you have an exercise mat ready and create a space for you that makes you feel really comfortable, because that is really inspirational and motivating in itself. So you've got your mat ready. I want you to lie on your back, feet parallel, hip distance apart, and about 1 foot away from your hips. So this is your starter class. So we're really doing the basics of just bringing this movement into your body. I want your palms up, shoulders open and relaxed. And here we're thinking of a neutral pelvis, which means my pelvis is flat. I could put a cup of water on it and it won't tilt towards me and it won't tilt away from me, and it also won't tilt to the sides. It's just flat. So just look up and see whether you have that position in your pelvis now. And if you do, gently bring your legs in, have those feet parallel, arms by your sides with your palms up. Draw your chin in a little bit. So in the beginning, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of explaining just so that I can help you get into that really good alignment, because that alignment is really going to help you so much when you're trying to get certain results. So the palms are up, lengthening the back of the neck and just creating space in the spine. So don't be scrunched up in your spine like that. You want to just pull your shoulders further away from your pelvis and then bring your pelvis to neutral so that it can settle over there. Palms are up, shoulders relaxed. Take a deep lateral breath inhale. So you're going to inhale through your nose. Expand the ribs sideways. Exhale, just blow all the air out. Shoulders relaxed. Deep inhale. You'll see I'm not lifting in my belly, it's really in my rib cage. Exhale. Blowing all the air out until you see your ribs start closing, either down or towards each other. And again, deep inhale. And exhale. Blowing it all out. So sometimes we don't realize that we haven't blown every last little bit of air out. Now we're going to go on to the core contraction. So you're going to inhale there. As you exhale and blow all your air out, I want you to be aware that your tummy muscles are becoming firmer and they should be pulling down towards your spine as they become firmer and the ribs close. And you get a corset feel, like something's tightening around your waist. So you've got that corset feel happening around your torso. Deep inhale again. And exhale, we draw the abdominals down, but you'll see my spine hasn't changed. I've got a small space in my lower back. Not everybody's spines are the same, so just be aware of that. What's important here is the neutral pelvis. Now, deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to find your pelvic floor. So that's muscles inside your pelvis. If you urinate and you stop midstream, it's going to be those muscles that stop the urine. So that's going to work together with the transverse abdominis, which is your main abdominal muscle that we're focusing on now for the core contraction that creates that corset feel. So you're going to inhale there. And exhale, pelvic floor draws up. abdominals draw down, you feel the waist narrow, and you feel a little bit of activation happening in your back, and that's totally fine. One more deep inhale. And exhale, pelvic floor draws up, abdominals draw down, ribs close, and the waist narrows. And I haven't changed that small space. We're going to go into a pelvic curl. So this is really going to warm up your spine. Inhale here. Exhale. I want you to use your abdominals to press your lower back into the mat as much as you can. And then gently peel your spine up off of the mat. And you're going to lead that movement with your pubic bone and with your pelvis. This is still all relaxed at the top. You're looking for a really good diagonal line running over the legs. Inhale. Exhale, gently curving all the way down. Your feet are firmly planted on the ground. My abdominals are keeping that tuck in my pelvis. Press every vertebra onto the mat and control it back to neutral. Inhale. And exhale. The abdominals press the spine down. So now you're aware of how much your spine can actually curve as you roll up through the spine. And this will give you an indication of where you have a little bit of tension, maybe a little bit of stiffness, or maybe your spine is structurally different to somebody else's. Nobody has the same spine, so don't even worry about that. Unless it's in the family, then you obviously have the same spine. Inhale. Exhale, gently curving all the way down. And you'll see as I press my spine into the mat, I keep my chin in to avoid my head coming up, and then you're going to control it to neutral. We're going to do one more of those. Inhale. And exhale, pressing the spine down, really curving up vertebra by vertebra, rolling all the way up into that diagonal line. If you feel a strong stretch over the front of your hips and your thighs, it's just because that might be a little bit tight, but as you continue to do this every day or every second day, it will definitely start releasing. When this releases, it's much easier for us to tone at the back. It's much easier for you to get into your hamstrings and glutes, because this exercise not only mobilizes your spine, but it's really getting these and your back to be active. Inhale there. Exhale, gently curving down vertebra by vertebra until your spine is gently on the mat. Excellent. We're going to do a single leg lift. So you're going to think of this opposite side's abdominal muscles stabilizing you. Inhale there. Exhale, the right leg lifts up to 90 degrees. And there's no shift in the pelvis, and you still have that small space in the lower back. So you're now learning to control your pelvis with your abdominals. Everything at the top is relaxed. Inhale, placing it back down. So it might feel like everything is moving really slowly now, but it's just because I'm introducing you to the principles, and then we're going to work hard and work faster. Exhale, gently bringing it up. Remembering that sometimes the slower work has far more impact than working fast. And inhale, controlling it down. And exhale, gently bringing it up. And we call this a single leg lift. You want to stop your leg at 90 degrees. The opposite hip is holding on, so you don't rotate that hip up. And inhale, controlling it down. And exhale, lifting it up, breaking at this hip joint and really trying to maintain that position. You're going to keep this here. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that leg out to 45 degrees and really think of a fully extended leg so you can get energy in that leg. And then inhale, controlling it back in. And exhale, gently reaching that leg far away from you to 45 degrees hold, and all of this is still holding on. And inhale, controlling it back. So we're really developing your mind-body connection now. And exhale, extending it out. And you're going to feel the quadricep working really nicely. Fully extended knee. And then inhale, controlling it back in. And exhale, extending it out. Dead straight knee. You're going to hold it there for me. Maintaining everything as it is. Just small pulses up with that leg. But this stays exactly as it is. So I'm breaking at that hip joint. And you're going to feel it working into your quadricep and into your hip. And you're holding on, especially with the opposite sides abdominals. Keep that there for me. Gently bring that leg in and slowly placing it down. Teaching you hip dissociation and hip flexor abdominal coordination. Over to the other leg. Inhale. Exhale, the left leg lifts up. This side's abdominals are really stabilizing you to hold that pelvis. And then inhale, controlling it down. And exhale, bringing it up. And you'll see I bring it to 90 degrees and it's all very mindful. So I'm focusing on what my body is doing. And then inhale, controlling it down. And exhale, gently bringing it up, being sure to break at the hip joint, not to arch the back because that will tell you you lost your abdominals, and not to push your back into the floor because that will tell you you are using this leg. And inhale, placing it down. And exhale, you can put your hand on this side of your abdominals to feel whether there is that additional activation on this side compared to that side. And then inhale, slowly placing it down. Last one, exhale, bringing it up. Tummy draws deep and we hold it there. All of this is stable. You're going to inhale there for me. Exhale, activate the abdominals and the core. And then extend that leg to 45 degrees. Now your abdominals are attached onto your pelvis. So they're going to stop your pelvis from dropping back. And then inhale, controlling it back in. Exhale, extending it out. And you've got a dead straight leg over there. Really working into that thigh. And then inhale, controlling it in. So you're really working to take care of your body rather than harm your body while you're exercising. Because you're developing a mind-body connection and you're really developing good form and alignment when we work like this. Last two, extending it out. Dead straight leg, hold. And inhale, controlling it in. And last one, extending it out. You're going to keep that there. This stays stable. We gently pulse this up. Lifting one. Exhale. So everything is still. This knee is still in line. And that right hip is still holding on. I've got a fully extended knee. Be careful, that's going to want to start bending. Just give me two more. One. And hold it there for me. Bend this leg in. And slowly placing it down. Now we're going to challenge the abdominals a little bit further to see what is their capability of holding the pelvis when two legs are up. We call it hip flexor abdominal coordination, and it's really vital for all of the other exercises that we're going to do. So you're going to inhale over there. Exhale, abdominals draw. Raise the right leg up to 90 degrees. Nothing changed. This is going to work really intensely. Inhale. Start the exhale, core and abdominals. And then you're going to change these legs in mid-air without anything changing in your spine or your pelvis. So it's going to be a bit challenging. Inhale. And exhale. Changing the legs over, and all of this stays really stable and firm. This is how we get this really nice and firm. Inhale. And exhale. We gently change it over. Tummy draws deep and it's holding on. You might feel a little bit of work in your back. That's not always a bad thing, especially if we're in a neutral pelvis, which is what we're in now. Inhale. And exhale. Tummy draws deep as we gently change the legs over, just training the abdominals to hold the pelvis. Last one, inhale and exhale. Abdominals draw deep as we change the legs over. If you felt that it was getting a lot into your lower back, you can then drop your pelvis back for me a little bit and get your spine into the mat for now until we get the abdominals stronger, and just change the legs there and keep that spine into the mat, and eventually you'll see you'll be able to move it to neutral. So let's place the leg down and let's train the abdominals to it there, because we know we all want that. So you're going to interlace your fingers for me, place your hands behind your head, lower your chest down, and don't relax your elbows on the floor, because that puts your shoulders in a negative position. So we really want to bring those elbows slightly forward, just so you can see them in your peripheral vision. Feet are parallel and firmly planted on the floor, and you've got that neutral pelvis again. You're going to inhale there. Exhale, focus on keeping that neutral pelvis. Relax your head in your hands and gently break at the breastbone over here, coming up into a chest lift, working your abdominals. Inhale, slowly controlling it down. Exhale, bringing it up. Abdominals draw deep and flat. Rib cage closes. And then inhale, controlling it down. So this abdominal contraction is really up to you. Give it a go. So don't leave your neck behind when you go. You don't want to pull your chin in, come up and hardly even lift your chest, because here I've just done neck work. And I haven't actually broken at that breastbone to come up into my abdominals. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale, bringing it up. Core active. And blocks, your stomach blocks are actually pulling you up now, and your obliques, your love handles are pulling you up now. And then inhale, slowly controlling it down. And exhale, gently bringing it up. Abdominals are drawing deep and they're flat. So you want to look at them, check that your pelvis didn't tilt towards you, because that's a classic mistake. You really want to focus on keeping it completely in neutral if you can. This space is going to change slightly, so it's allowed to go down a little bit, but don't hyper arch it and don't squash it right down. We'll get to that later in the classes. And then inhale, lowering down. I can feel my abs working intensely. And exhale, gently bringing it up. We're going to keep this here and challenge the abdominals a little bit. We pulse it up for 10, exhaling as you pulse. Flatten every time. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it and inhale, lowering down. We're going to add in a crisscross. So you're going to inhale there. Exhale up into your chest lift. Hold it there for me. Inhale. Exhale, rotate over to your right hand side and move your chest on the mat over to that leg. Inhale, bringing it to the center. Exhale, rotating it over to the leg. And inhale, center. Notice my elbows stay open. Exhale, rotate over to the right. I don't bring this elbow in, and bringing it to the center. Exhale, rotating over, and inhale, center. And exhale, rotating over, and inhale, center. And exhale, rotating over. Bring it into the center, hold it here, and then slowly controlling it down. Excellent. You're going to keep your hands here for me. Inhale, exhale, lifting up in your chest and lifting your one leg to 90 degrees. And you're not squashing your back into the floor. We're keeping this pelvis nice and neutral. And then inhale, lower the leg and lower the chest. Same leg, exhale. Right leg up, chest lift up. This opposite side's abdominals are stopping me from rotating. And then inhale, controlling it down. Exhale, bringing it up. Tummy draws deep and hold. Nice and flat if you can. And then inhale, controlling it down. So the flattening to the best of your ability is an indication of your transverse abdominis. That's working really well there. Inhale. And exhale, lifting it up, flattening into the abdominals. And then inhale, controlling it down. Last one. Exhale, bringing it up. Check your elbows. Are they still in your peripheral vision or have you brought them forward? And inhale, lowering it down. We go over to the left leg, holding on with the right side's tummy muscles. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it up. Right side is holding on. And why do we want to teach our bodies this? Because this is going to give us that stability that we're after when we're trying to create healthy spines and healthy hips. Exhale, bringing it up. When we're trying to take care of our pelvis and making sure that those aches and pains that we get in our back sometimes just completely disappears. And exhale, lifting the left leg up. So you'll see I alternated now, and that you're going to do when you can test to see how you can switch between these two obliques when you're exercising. Inhale, lowering down. Let's stick to the left leg for now. 2 more on the left. Exhale, lifting it up. Tummy draws deep. Hold. Inhale, controlling it down. Last one. Exhale, lifting it up. You're going to keep it here. Make sure that your spine feels comfortable. If you feel like, oh, the space feels a bit big, grab onto this knee, give yourself a gentle adjustment, and you'll feel like you've created more space in your spine, and now it's really spine friendly. You can keep your hands behind your head. If it feels really intense, put your arms in front of you, but know your neck is going to work a bit more here. So I'll do it here just to show you the easier version. Inhale. Exhale, change legs. Nothing changes in the abdominals. Inhale. Exhale, changing over. Inhale. Exhale, change. And this is where that lateral breath is so important. Tummy is holding my pelvis, reaching the arms away from you. Don't draw them there. Don't drop them to the floor. Hold it there for me. Gently lower that leg down and lowering the chest down. So you'll see we didn't do a hell of a lot of repetitions, but you can really feel it working into the abdominals. When we start moving and really going to specific programs, we'll be doing more reps, but I think you can feel this is going to be working really well. From there, you're going to inhale. Exhale, lift the right leg up to 90, left leg up to 90. So now again, we're looking for those abdominals to hold on. Try and not drop back into your spine. You want to try and have 90 degrees with your legs. Let's test those abdominals when we reach one leg away. So this is really just to get you to connect to this section of your body today. Inhale. Exhale, reaching this leg far away. And you'll feel that your body wants to drop like that on the mat and arch. It's really up to your blocks and your obliques, your love handle muscles, that are going to stop you from doing that, and it'll actually pull you back to that neutral pelvis. And inhale, bring it in. Exhale, reaching it away and being aware of how much pressure is on your arms, because there should be almost nothing. You should be able to reach your arms up and everything feels the same. Inhale, bringing it in. Exhale, fully extend that leg away from you. The tummy's really holding on. And then inhale, controlling it in. And exhale, gently reaching it away. Fully extended leg, hold. And my stomach is really resisting. And controlling it in. One more each side. Testing it to see whether the tummy muscles can hold my pelvis and not allow me to arch that back, and bringing it in. Last one. Exhale, reaching it away, fully extended leg, hold. Let's alternate it. So from there, hold. Let's alternate it. Exhale, extending, and changing, and 4, extend 5, exhale 6, tummy draws deep 7, and 8, draw deep 9, last one 10, bring both legs in, place one leg down, the other leg down, and relax. And I'm sure you felt that working incredibly. I absolutely love it. Just take your knees, draw them into your chest, just in case you felt your spine work a bit much, and you can gently curve your chest over as well. And then slowly lower the legs down. Relax the legs down on the mat for me. Reach your arms up above your head. So you're going to test what your ability is to roll yourself up off of the mat, bearing in mind that body proportions, long bodies and short legs make this exercise really difficult, or bigger torsos and smaller legs makes this exercise really difficult. And then if you've got a short body and longer legs, you tend to find this quite easy. So your arms are above your head. Always think of your shoulders pulling down to your hips, and the abdominals are holding the pelvis. So I'm not lying there like this. I've got a little bit of activation happening here already. You can open your legs a little bit for me, just to allow more space for your hips. You're going to inhale into a chest lift. So here I've got neutral, but now I'm going to tilt my pelvis towards me. Exhale, curving up through the spine, and I want you to keep a deep curve in your spine here for now. So you can see that I've flexed my spine over. Straight arms, straight knees, nice pointed feet to work the muscles under the feet. Inhale. Exhale, curving down. Be aware that the abdominals are attached onto your pelvis and your pubic bone, and they're curling your pelvis through for you now. And then gently reach your arms up above your head. And inhale into your chest lift. Exhale, curving up through the spine, tucking that pelvis towards you, and then getting that deep curve in the back, but relaxed shoulders. Just check your shoulders and reach those arms really nice and forward. Inhale. Exhale, gently curving through the spine, abdominals draw deep, and the arms up above the head. One more. So if you struggle to round your back, that could be one of the exact reasons why you're struggling to come up now, because you might, if you're sitting like this, if you have a mirror near you, have a look at how much you can curve your spine, because it makes sense that if you can't curve it this much, you're really going to struggle to roll up, and you might find that you'll be doing this to get yourself up. So try and get a deep curve. If you're not getting one, that could indicate that we need to do some stretching for the back, or it's just how your back is structured, and that's also all right. So from here, I want you to sit up really tall in your back. Now you're going to see what your capability is to have dead straight legs and sit up straight in your spine. You might find that you're sitting here like that. It could mean that you're tighter in your hamstrings, or it could mean that you struggle to shorten here and you're weaker in your lower back. And that happens to us from all the sitting on computers or driving. So you're going to sit up tall in your back. Don't have your shoulders back there. Reach them forward and really extend out of that lower back. And you're going to feel a lot of work happening in your legs. And that's fantastic in itself. Inhale, gently float your arms up to the ceiling. And you'll note I didn't just lift them. I actually floated them up. And you can stay there. And if you look at my shoulders here, we don't just lift them up. We actually float them up to the ceiling so that they feel really light. And that's the start of getting us into better shoulder stability. So we're over there, we float the arms up and gently bring it forward. Exhale, floating it up, holding this, thinking good posture. Be careful of your neck. Let's draw it in a little bit. And inhale forward. And exhale, floating it up and bringing it forward. Last one, gently floating it up. Bring it forward. I'm still sitting tall in my back. Inhale. Exhale, gently curving through my spine. Pulling that pelvis through. Every single vertebra all the way down onto the mat. Reach the arms up above your head. And from here, I want you to circle your arms around to next to your sides. And close your eyes for me, please. You're going to relax inside your hips, and that means the legs are going to turn out a little bit, and you're going to allow your stomach to let go and your back to let go and the shoulders to open. From there, I want you to take a really deep inhale laterally into your rib cage. Exhale, blowing all the air out. And I'm not thinking of contracting anything, I'm keeping it soft. Deep inhale again. And exhale. Last one, deep inhale, and just be aware of whether your eyelids are still, your arms are heavy and soft, your legs are relaxed, and I want you to feel your body draping and spreading on your mat. Deep inhale. And exhale, blowing it all out. And you'll feel everything around you is still. You can feel you activated abdominals. You've learned some new amazing principles, and it can only get better and better. And gently relax. Bring yourself up slowly. So that was literally 30 minutes of introducing you to the most basic movement principles that we want to instill in your body throughout this training process, where you're going to get stronger, you're going to move better. And in this way, we do mind motion medicine. And I love that thought. Mind motion medicine, where we really train to get our bodies stronger for longevity.